welcome back to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And our Champions League preview as we get going again. We're going to win it this year. Who knows? We're going to have a look at Seville against City, 8 p.m, 6th of September 2022. Group G, match day 1. So let's see how we get off to this. At the Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Is it Pizjuan? I don't know. It doesn't look very good. Pizjuan. I'll say Pizjuan. I might be miles out with that. The Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium, and it should be on Sky Sports as far as I can see. Yeah, please. I did say have we got a chance of winning it? Well, every season we seem to be favourites, don't we? So let's have a quick look what the bookmakers are thinking. Please, I don't condone gambling, and when the fun stop and be gamble aware. But yes, Champions League winners. I wonder who's favourite. Let me have a look. Liverpool, PSG, Bayern Munich. City 11-4 favourites. There you go. Some other prices on other teams. PSG 11-2, Liverpool 6-1, but City a bit longer actually than we have been other seasons. I think 11-4. Perhaps we're watching our defensive frailties at the moment. I'm not too sure. Seville 250-1. So put a quid on them guys. You'll lose a quid. Match odds, yeah, interesting match odds. You can get 1-2 on City. So if you fancy a City win, that's a doable bet, isn't it? A draw is 7-2 and a 6-1 for Seville to win. So yeah, very interesting. And all those prices were at the 29th of August. So they may have changed since then, depending on what the bookies think, perhaps of the Villa game and Seville's game against Barcelona, which is currently going on as I'm recording this. So yeah, let's have a quick look at Seville. Anyway, we've got previous with them. They're in pot 2 in the draw for this Champions League. Last season they finished 4th, of course, 1 point behind Atletico, 3 points behind Barca, but a massive 16 behind champions Real Madrid. Ins and outs on the transfers. They just seem to have the major ones of just swapping the centre backs. Koundé and Carlos have gone. Obviously, Carlos went to Villa. Koundé went to Barcelona, but obviously they brought 2 more in, a lot cheaper. I mean, they got 73 million in for 2 centre backs and spent 25, so they made a nice little profit. About nearly 50 million euro profit. And of course, the purchases were a guy called Nianzou from Bayern Munich, and Marc from Galatasaray. Yeah, last season they finished 3rd in the Champions League group, containing Lille, Red Bull Salzburg, and Wolfsburg. So they entered the Europa League, which of course they'd already won 4 times. They'd done very well in that. They'd won that 4 times previously, of course, but went out to West Ham, didn't they, in the round of 16 on aggregate. So after just 4 games this season, as I said, I've got the thing up here. What score is it? What minute we're in? The 81st minute, and at the moment it's Seville 0, Barcelona 3. So not going so well. Barcelona probably deserved it on the balance of play. And before that, the first game of the season, they lost at home to Osasuna. The second game they lost away to Osasuna 2-1. At home they drew 1-1 with Valladolid, and away at Almeria they lost 2-1 to Almeria, and then obviously I say they're losing to Barcelona tonight. So not the greatest start. So after 4 games, if the Barcelona result tonight stays, which probably will, I'll have a quick look before we go. But I can't see him coming back from the 3-0 down. You never know. There'll be a good price, that's for sure. So 1 draw and 3 defeats, and that will leave them sitting 16th in La Liga. Not the greatest start, and apparently it's the actual 1 win and 2 defeats was the worst start they've ever made for over 40 years. So it's certainly not going to improve on that record if they get beat by Barcelona as well tonight. Last time we played them, yes, as I said, we have played them in the group stages at their place. The last game we played them, 3rd of November 2015. A 3-1 win with goals from Sterling, Fernandinho, and some bloke called Boney. I don't know. I don't remember him. He seems to have been rinsed from memory. Yeah, the team that night: Hart, Sanya, Company, Otamendi, Kolarov, Fernando. Well, he'll be playing for the opposition on Tuesday. Torre, Fernandinho, Jesus Navas. He could be playing for the opposition on Thursday. There you go. Some parallels here, guys. And Sterling and Boney, of course. Our subs that night: Caballero, KDB, resting him, Delph, Mangala, Clichy, Demichelis, Barker. I remember some good names. It's not that long ago, is it, guys? Seems a long time ago now. of course, it will be nice to see. Navas is not a regular in the starting lineup. Fernando tends to be, but it'd be nice to see both those guys, as long as they don't do us any damage, that's for sure. So really, yeah, Seville, not great, not the greatest start. Can't see any big problems for City as long as we play half decent. But we've just had a bit of a disappointing game against Aston Villa, and obviously it finished about an hour ago as I'm recording this a couple of hours ago. Yeah, so Pep and City, I think he's probably decided, decisions, he's probably decided before this Villa game what his European team was going to be. Perhaps a couple of hints at that. Unfortunately, Walker limped off, didn't he? So that might put the old cat amongst the pigeons. I'm not too sure. But he played a strong team against Villa. He's couldn't get much stronger than that, in all fairness. But obviously, there's a couple of guys on the bench I think he might have rested just for this Seville game. He's not going to be happy with that draw against Villa. So, some guys that he had penciled in for Seville, is he going to drop them? Possibly not. There's no one played that particularly bad to say, oh, God, he can't play. He can't play against Seville. Although I will be very disappointed, of course, with the result of Villa Park, as we all are. Two names on the bench who I think maybe penciled in for this by Pep already, and he didn't risk him. He didn't risk Alvarez coming on against Villa. I wanted to see him on rather than Mahrez. Of course, so I think Alvarez might come in for Haaland. I think Haaland might get a rest for this one. Maybe brought in the second half, but I think he'll get. I think Alvarez might get the start as a sort of false nine or a number nine, and just playing in Haaland's role. Why not? Just try that. Or alongside, of course, he could play alongside Haaland. And I think Mahrez, as I say, was rested. He brought him on, but I just thought Mahrez was rested because he's going to play him against Seville as well. And he may be a switch with Foden, who, again, didn't have the greatest game against Villa. I mean, he wasn't alone, but he didn't have the greatest game against Villa. And of course, back from injury, I don't really expect Saki or Grealish to start. Aki might have, if Walker's got a problem, then Aki might have a potential of coming into this team. But I think they really will be on the bench, preferably on the bench. As I said, the strange thing is the Walker injury now, and I've not seen anywhere the extent of it. So if he is fit, no problem. Walker will play. There's no doubt about that. If he's not, then obviously Cancelo's going to switch. And would he risk Aki at left back? Have all three centre halves playing when we, there? Well, you've got the new guy coming in, haven't we? So it's a possibility he might do, because he might be considering the new guy as well at some stage. But I think that's a bit early for the new guys to start getting games and to be sort of thrown into the cauldron, if you like. So yeah. I think more likely is probably Gomez. Gomez has been with us a bit longer. Why not play Gomez? Walker can't play. Why not play Gomez and obviously move Cancelo across and play Gomez on the left? And I think we'll have to wait on Walker. I want to give you my 11 now, obviously based on what I'm saying there. I'll talk about the midfield when I give you my 11. We'll have to wait on Walker, but I will put Walker in my team just in case. So yeah, so at the back. Quite simply, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Cancelo in front of Edison, of course, and of course Walker's not fit. Gomez in because I don't think he'll risk Aki. But as I said, they've got another lad now, haven't they? The other centre half as well, so it's possible. Phillips isn't going to compete with Rodri for European football. He's going to be in there, and I think Gundogan is going to play alongside KDB. Because I think a certain Bernardo is another shoe-in for this, and I think he brought him off to rest him, although it backfired just a little bit against Villa. So Rodri, Gundo and KDB around about that middle, and up top, Haaland to get a rest, and Alvarez to start either as a proper nine or a false nine. He might even start on the wing, and he might mess around with Bernardo and Mahrez as KDB and Gundogan as false nines. You know what Peps like. He's got all sort of combinations. So I think Haaland will get a rest for this, and I think Alvarez will start up top, whichever way, with Bernardo and Mahrez on either side. And I think Foden will get the rest. And I think we sort of covered everyone really. I think that's my starting level. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, I'm hoping I get at least 9 of those. I got 10 right for the Villa game. I got 11 right for the Forest game. So sorry, 9 right for the Forest game, and I got 11 right for the Palace game, I think. So we're doing all right at the moment. But as I said, Pep's not had a lot to play with. He's not had much of a squad to pick and choose from. So really, to sum up, we've got to be confident of getting a win. I mean, they're getting panned. Let's just check the score again while we're on here. Yeah, still 3-0 for Barcelona into the 91st minute. So if Barcelona can beat them 3-0, I'm not saying City perhaps. Barcelona haven't been playing great, but they've been getting victories. I think they stand second now with this victory tonight. So I'm fairly sure that Seville will have a go. We do look a little bit dodgy when players are going at us. And I'm sure game one, I don't think Seville are going to be cagey. I think they're really going to have a go. I'll be very surprised if they don't. It's whether City allow them to have a go. If we can get hold of that ball and stop them getting the ball, they can't have a go, can they? But there's nothing to say with how City have played a couple of the away games, notably Newcastle and Villa, that we'll be able to totally, although we might dominate possession, the other team in possessions look quite dangerous when we've let them have the ball. So we have to hope defensively we'll look a little bit stronger. As I said, we might have the added problem of no Walker for this, who I think would be a shoo-in if he was fit, even though he did have a poor game against Aston Villa. So there you go. Should be winnable. Will it be a total disaster if we draw? Probably not. But I think psychologically we need to win this before the Spurs match up at the Etihad next week. So I think it's very important City win this. And again, it'll be a bit disappointing if we don't. And as I say, I think Pep we're disappointed. I think we'll all be disappointed if we don't come away from Seville with at least a 1 or 2 goal winning margin, if not more. I say we could last time we were there 3-1. So why not copy that? We'll give them a go. We'll give them a goal, but we'll score 3. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what your starting 11 for this Seville game will be. And of course, tune in for the player ratings show, which I will be out of the country, but I'm hoping the internet connection's fine. I'll do a player ratings show on the Wednesday, and then obviously put out as best I can a Spurs review show on the Friday before the Spurs game, which I'm going to miss. I don't like missing home games. I don't like missing away games because I can't get to some of them anyway, but I hate missing home games. I hate seeing the Etihad when I'm not there. It's painful. It really is painful. But at least my ticket's gone to good use. It's going to be used by a gentleman called Joe Hart. Yes, there you go. Not the Joe Hart, but a guy who is called Joe Hart. My son's cousin, well, on the ex-wife's side. So I suppose he's still his cousin, isn't he? I don't know how it works when you get divorced. I have no idea. But yes, Joe Hart will be using my ticket for the Spurs game. So yes, not the real one, but hey, there you go. He's just as good. Thanks, guys. Please let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. It'd be great to hear from you. And until we meet again, I ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.